Hello everyone and welcome back to Brooksburk Zoo, where we are going to continue to build on our Oceania house, which we built for in the last, let me think about it, 2 episodes I think it was. In the first one we built the habitat for our kiwi birds. In the second one, so in the last episode, we built the habitat for our wombats, even though I was planning to build a habitat for the platypus. But don't be afraid and don't be worried, you are going to see the habitat for the platypus in today's episode. But first of all, let's have a look at our wombats. Did a little bit of decoration in here as well, and here we have our little chunkster. Well, one of them, don't know where the other one is right now. Oh, here's the other one. Okay, so there's both of them. Yeah, as I said, in today's episode we are going to build the habitat for the platypus, which was not that easy, because you know the holy trinity of the devil of Planet Zoo, which is path, water, barriers. But the more often you do that, the easier it's going to be. So it was not that difficult. It still was quite annoying to build this whole thing here, but yeah, in the end it worked out pretty fine, and I really love this little house because it's not that huge. It's a little house, but we do have so many things in here. I mean, the wombats, the kiwi birds, the platypus. We're going to have a walk-through habitat for the koalas, the redneck wallabies and the flying foxes, and all in this small house. We have different levels. We have the lower level where you can see the platypus, the kiwi birds and also the wombats, and we do have the upper level where you can look into walk-through habitat for the flying foxes, the koalas and the wallabies, and also the outdoor terrace where you can see all the other habitats out there on that side, which is for the kiwi birds, and the combined habitat for the other animals. So this is such a beautiful little building. I really do love it, even though it is pretty exhausting to build in there because there's so much you have to think about, and especially when you build these small little areas, it's very time consuming, I say. But first of all, before we continue, you know what time it is? Yeah, correct. It's the perfect time for you guys to hit the like button for this video and also to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the next episode where we are going to finish the Oceania house with, as I said, the walk-through habitat for the flying foxes, the koalas and the rednecked wallabies. Yeah, so I also had to make some finishing touches on the house, on this area of the house. We do have 2 sections of the house, I might say. We have the one with only the indoor habitats for the animals, and we do have the big walk-through habitat, so I tried to finish up this area right here. We still don't have a roof on that building. We're going to put the roof on the building in the next episode, I promise you guys. We definitely will finish the whole building in the next episode, and I can guarantee you that because I already have finished it as I'm recording the voiceover for this habitat here, for this video. And I'm pretty excited to see what you guys think about this little building here. For the viewing points, of the habitat for the platypus, I wanted to have a viewing point where you can see the animals on land, and I also wanted to have a viewing point where you can see the animals underwater. And for the underwater section, I had to create a pool, which you see me doing right now. We do have this upper level here for the animals, where they need to walk up to so they can enter their pool, and I built this separate pool area in here, which we are going to fill with water. And it is not a problem to build something like a pool in your habitat for your animals, and yeah, within a habitat. Because you can select the whole pool, so the whole glass barriers, and then you can select that you don't want to mark it as a habitat, actually. So this means that yeah, that it will be seen as part of the habitat but not a separate habitat, so you don't have any problems with that. So I don't know if you're going to see this in this video. We're going to have the invisible barriers around that as well, so that we do have a whole habitat with the pool contained in this one. Yeah, as I was building the habitat for the platypus, I was thinking about what I didn't think about at first where to put the entrance for the keepers, because it is a little bit difficult, because we don't have the possibility for a keeper to enter in the lower level. So usually if you build something like this, or if you have a real life habitat or a real life house like this, you would have the keeper entrances all inside of the building. So maybe you have an entrance somewhere inside the building where the keepers will enter a backstage area from where they can enter every habitat in the background. Or you have separate entrances to the habitats inside the building. As I said, this was not possible, and I didn't completely plan this through, as you can already see with the entrance to our wombat habitat. And also for the kiwis as well, because we do have our entrances, all of them, in on the outside of the building, which is yeah, not very realistic. And also the only thing that I don't like about this building, or that I think that I should have planned it out a little bit more, is that we should have been able to build something like a backstage area. And maybe some toilets for our guests, because you will see it in the real-time part from time to time when we walk through this area here, that yeah, many of the guests are looking for toilets. So that is something that we definitely need to build somewhere close to this area or to the castle. Maybe we can include it here in the Paradise Beyond area or somewhere, because yeah, that's definitely going to happen. That needs to happen, and we also do need to have another restaurant in there. So not in the Paradise Beyond area. We do already have a restaurant in there, but I fear the guests are not walking over there. Haven't seen many of them use the restaurant actually. So we're definitely going to have a new restaurant somewhere close to the castle, I think, in the future. Yeah, so I also have to confess that with this building right here, we have a first animals in the park that are not okay, that are not happy, I have to say. They are okay, but yeah, they are not happy. So as we do have lots of our animals with yeah, fulfilling all of their needs, or most of their needs, space-wise and habitat-wise, with enrichment tools and stuff like that. We don't have that for the platypus because they need lots of space, so much more space than we are giving them animals in here. So yeah, these are the only animals that are not happy with their habitat, and I'm sad to say that as we did changes for our sandcats, if you can remember that, in the living desert area, because they were not feeling comfortable as well. They didn't have enough space, so I decided to build an overpass and give them another area in there, so that they do have enough space. But I decided I'm not going to do that for the platypus, just because of realism. The land area for these animals is quite big enough in my opinion, especially when you look at some real life habitats for the animals. I'm thinking of San Diego Wild Animal Park, or even though in Taronga Zoo, I think it was. Those habitats are not that big because platypus are very small animals, and they need a big water area, but they don't need that big of a land area. Most of the times those animals are in the water and swimming. They also do have burrows like beavers, where they are resting, and yeah, you don't need that much land area than the game says you need. So I hope you guys do understand that and you're not mad at me, but I'm not going to change that in the zoo. So yeah, that is also the thing that the same problem that I had in Litchfield, as the platypus were, I think they actually were the first animals that I put in there, and they were the reason I had to turn off the notifications, or say it, yeah, I had to turn off the animal needs for all of the animals, because I had I had feared that we will get protesters in our zoo, which is not the case, because you can also deselect that in the settings of the game. And yeah, so as I said, our platypus won't be the happiest, but maybe we will have offspring there still. I also had to make changes to the water level for these animals, because yeah, the water was not deep enough so that they could deep dive, so I changed that. I haven't seen them deep dive since I made the change, but I hope they are doing this. I just saw them only swimming on the on the first few meters of the habitat, but they can actually reach the rest of the habitat. I checked on that, so that is not a problem. Yeah, they are just not doing this because yeah, maybe just for protest reasons or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, but in the end, I'm very, very happy with how the whole habitat looks. As I said, I think it is very realistic. To be fair, I think in real life the habitat for the platypus might have been smaller than what I built for them in here. Yeah, as I said, in the next episode we are going to finish the whole building. We are going to have a huge roof, which was very, very time consuming and very exhausting for me to build. But yeah, we're going to have a roof, and we're going to have the walk-through habitat for the animals. We're also going to have some decoration in the building and just doing some finishing touches so that the area of the Paradise Beyond is almost finished. Just some minor decorations and a few things that I still have to do in there, to close up some areas where we do have the keeper path and stuff like that. So I'm going to do this off screen. We are going to have a tour through the zoo pretty soon because we are close to finishing this zoo. We're going to have the castle, our pachyderm house, to be finished, and I'm thinking of having something like a big cat house or a monkey house as well. Maybe a little South American area for the maned wolves and the giant anteaters, because I definitely want to have a habitat where I combine these two. And yeah, I think after that we're calling it a day and close Brooksburk Zoo and start something new. As I said, I'm planning to release a new series within the next few weeks or months or so, where we are going to build buildings for animals. So like this here, like the Oceania House, we're going to build stuff for monkeys, for big cats, for nighttime animals, for desert animals, whatever you can think about, and I'm looking forward to that because it is exhausting to build those things, but I also do love to build these, and I hope you guys will enjoy the new series when it comes out. And yeah, you also can use the things that I do build in the new series, because I'm planning to upload everything that is going to be built there to the workshop, so that you can download it and play with the buildings for yourself and make changes to it, use it like you want to use it. And yeah, as I said, I'm looking very much forward to that. And I do also have to say that, guys, if you took part at the fairy tale competition on my channel that I'm doing with Gaming Badass, you have to send in your entry for the competition tomorrow. So don't forget about that and send me an email to michael.bakeplay@gmail.com with the link to the workshop where we can find your fairy tale diorama, or with the zoo file, so that we can download it and showcase your fairy tale diorama on our channels. Yeah, we are close to finishing this habitat. Today's episode is going to be a short episode for once. Most of the episodes that I've done in the past were a little bit longer than this one, but this didn't take too much time because the part of the building or the space where I wanted this habitat for the platypus was already there. Yeah, the layout was finished, so I just had to put down some walls and do some terrain work and stuff like that. So as I said, that we are going to come to an end here in Brooksburk Zoo within the next few episodes. What do you guys still want me to build in here? What are we missing? What animals are we missing? What do we need here before we finish this zoo? Just let me know in the comments, and I will think about that. And yeah, if it fits the whole theming of the zoo, I'm definitely going to do this and build for those animals, or build those things that we already don't have. Yeah, as I said, big cats, monkeys, definitely that is something that we do need. We don't have any cats in here besides the sand cat that we have in the living desert area, but I think we don't have any other cats in here. No, I didn't build for them. The only other carnivore that we do have here in Brooksburk are the African painted dogs, African wild dogs, and yeah, nothing else. Yeah, and to have this build be realistic, I wanted to have something like this. Yeah, this second fencing here, so that our visitors are not able to go towards the glass and tap on the glass to disturb the animals, which is very important in here, especially because it is, yeah, we do have mainly nighttime animals in there, and most of the times when you go in here, those animals might be sleeping, and we don't want our visitors to disturb the animals. So I decided to have this second fencing in here, so that our visitors are not able to walk right to the animals or to the glass, and especially children, but not just children, also adults still love to tap on the glass, and yeah, just like you see in the Harry Potter movie, where this guy taps on the glass of a snake and tells the snakes yeah, they should actually move finally, so that he can see them move. Yeah, that is something that happens all the time, and we don't want that to happen here in Brooksburk, in this house especially. So we're going to have this second fencing for the platypus as well in a minute. And after that we might be finished. Yeah, we still have to close the roof. Little spoiler to the next episode, I managed to build a roof that makes it possible, or that manages that it's not getting too dark in this building, and I'm very happy about that, because that was my biggest fear. Also, we do have many nighttime animals in here. I just didn't want this building to be this dark. I wanted it to be bright and to have the daylight come in here, and I managed to do so, and I'm very happy with that, but you will see that in the next episode. Yeah, preparing the entrance for our walkthrough habitat right here. Yeah, here was using those plastic curtains for the walkthrough aviaries, which come in very handy and which I really do like. We have them for for several animals in here as well, especially for where they can go outside. I think for the okapis that do come to my mind right now. I also think we do have them for the pygmy hippos or the red river hawks, but I'm not quite sure about that. Yeah, we are finished with the platypus habitat, and we are going to have a look at our house and especially at the platypus right now. I'm going to leave you alone with some music and the animals. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did so, this is the second best moment to hit the like button for this video, and also to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next week when we are finishing the Oceania house here in Brooksburk Zoo. So take care of yourself. Bye!